Thank you, Ms. Lathan, for giving me a couple of minutes to talk about this fascinating and wonderful project.
Yeah.
I've been following your career since Blade, loving basketball.
Oh wow, Blade, that's really early.
One of my favorites, Brown Sugar. So
Yeah.
so many dramas, romantic comedy, and even animation. But a drama of this type seemed super interesting to me. When
Mm.
I saw your name in the cast, it got my attention. So how did you get involved with this fascinating project, and what was that factor that attracted you to it?
It was just simply the script. My agent sent me 4 scripts to read over the weekend, which I didn't know anything about the project. And who wants to read 4 scripts, in a weekend? And I planned on doing it in 2 days, and I sat down and I read all 4 scripts in one sitting. I was on the edge of my seat. In fact, I was mad that I couldn't read more. I wanted to know what happened. And so I said, oh, this is a really good sign. This would be a great project to be involved with. Love the character. I love that she's an investigative journalist who really has her own agency with her life and is ambitious and, really dedicated to truth and justice. So there were all those elements.
It was I found some very interesting. Something that I liked about your character is that, as you mentioned, she's very well focused on her goals, and also she had a past with Sergei's or Lear's character. She remains firm in her convictions and in her goals. So tell me a little bit, what was it like to deal with this tough-minded character, or how you work on this aspect of the character with Lear?
It was great. Find a lot of similarities. I'm very ambitious. I'm really dedicated as an actress to finding the truth. That's what we do. And for me, just to be able to step into the fun for me is to step into different perspectives. And what drives her is, getting that story and solving that puzzle. I love the fact that they, had this past, and it's kind of complicated that she's kind of getting involved with him again to help him solve this murder of his wife. So I just loved all of the layers and the twists and turns and the puzzle of it. And I think people are gonna really enjoy watching.
Interesting. So, was there any kind of barrier, a language barrier with the cast, with the crew? Considering that that's another fascinating thing about this
Yeah.
project, the both cultures, both languages.
Yeah, in the beginning it was interesting because I think it was the first time that Lior acted in English, and I think he did a great job, but I think it was a little challenging at first. When I see the show now, I love the fact that half of it is in Hebrew and half of it is in English. It's such a sign of the times now that we have the internet and we have streaming. We're all becoming one world now, and everybody can experience entertainment from all different culture lines. And I love that we combine both.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that. So I need to ask you about your romantic comedies, or your some of their one of my favorite films. So what do you remember the most about, for example, Brown Sugar, that you
Wow.
carry on with you?
We shot Brown Sugar in New York City right after. We were one of the first productions. It was a very kind of sentimental time because we were one of the first productions in New York City after 9/11. And I remember we shot all over New York City, and I remember New Yorkers saying, thank you for bringing, this production to the city, and, bringing back, it's like kind of showing love. We showed love for the city, and it was really important to bring back business to the economy. And so that was, for me, very sentimental. But working with Tay and that cast, Latifah and Mos Def and Boris and Nicole, we were all kind of friends already. So it just felt like we were playing, we would go out on the weekends and then go to work. It was a really, it was a fun, exciting time. And I think that kind of comes across in the movie.
Yeah, it did. So thank you very much. My time's up. That was very special. Thank you for sharing that with me.
Thank
And
you.
again, stay safe wherever you are, and a lot of success with this new project. It's very, very exciting, very fascinating, intense, tense. So I love this thing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good
Okay,
one.
thank you. Okay, bye bye.